Right. What's up, motherfuckers? It's your boy. I'm. Oh, fuck.
Don't say oh no, it's like
Boy.
it's
Skinny
like
penis.
embarrassment.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's Froggy Fresh. What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to the first episode of the Unseen Screen. I'm joined here today by a group of very talented filmmakers, and if you could just introduce yourself one after the other, that would be fucking great.
Thank you, Jack, for that wonderful introduction. I don't think we need to do that again, to be honest. Jack.
Are you kidding?
No, what do you mean? It was great. George Fallon, like whatever.
Can't keep that.
People
Right,
are gonna
okay.
like the funny.
Yeah,
This
they're
is
gonna like the
great.
comedy gold.
Like
of
the
it.
They're gonna go.
Yeah, they're gonna
funny.
go. I mean, pretty much every opening podcast starts with that, pretty much. Just them fucking up. Who has got?
It's not me, dude. It's not me, bro.
Not me.
I'll drink to that.
Okay. Jack, continue, Jack. Introduce everyone.
Okay. My name's Jack Weir. I'm responsible for dropping gear. And I'm joined here today with Ben McMorran,
Hello. Thank you, Rowen. That's very kind.
known for the elaborate planning and robbery of the Paradise Theatre,
Fuck up.
and Rowen Henderson,
Hi.
shitbag,
Thank you.
and also Anthony Lyons.
It's me.
He has a beard and is 20 years old.
I shaved it all off.
Did you actually?
What?
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude. You didn't.
Yeah, I did. It looks
Nah,
fucking
bro.
awful. It looks
Really?
so- Yeah, it is.
You fucking idiot.
Whoa!
No, I'm sure it looks wonderful. I'm sure it looks delicious.
Send a picture.
I look 5 years
I can't
younger.
remember what you even look like.
And we all react to it.
Sure.
You sent this where? No.
No, surely not. Oh!
Anthony, no.
Tony!
Tony, bro.
Ben, you have to edit this on the screen.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
everyone
it's
can
on-
see
Nah,
it.
edit his beard back on, bro. I can't handle this.
What I'll do is
Before and
I'll
after.
blur the top of his face. Just like underneath like a beard-shaped unblur.
Oh,
Okay,
bro.
okay. So
Okay, that's not
introduce,
too bad,
introduce
yeah.
George
Yeah,
if
cancel.
we haven't already done that already, and then we can start.
So, I'm also joined today by George.
Hello.
Hello,
Woo!
George.
Hi, George. Sounds like an alcohol.
This is it's an AA circle, bro.
I have apple juice mixed with water.
Oh wait, no, I've got to stop. I've got to interrupt this. Mixed with water.
Yeah, can we address that?
Why?
Yeah, you said-
Okay.
Drink apple juice with
We're
water
running
in
out.
it.
Times are hard.
Yeah, I know.
No, you just don't drink it.
Yeah, because people are rushing to the shops to buy apple juice right now.
George has been stockpiling.
I like how we're supposed to be discussing film shit. And we're going on about apple and water juice.
Oh my god.
It was a
This
good
is
idea.
successful
No,
cast.
Jack. It was an exquisite segue to the first topic that we're supposed to be discussing today.
Yeah.
and that is like
Thanks, man.
film. It's okay. You did a good job. It's filming during the coronavirus. Who wants to start? I mean, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, as a group of young filmmakers, we can't do bugger all at this time.
It's true. Yeah.
You can write scripts, you lazy bastard.
Hey, to be fair, that the first thing I'm trying to upload right now,
Mm.
Anthony. That's what I'm trying to do. It's all about post production, like how to do not post production, pre-production. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
that stuff, right? So it's all on like the pre-production, what you can be doing, like whilst you're inside and stuff.
Oh,
Hey yo,
that's pretty saucy.
sick.
That's a really good thing to
Mm.
talk about, though.
It is,
I'm,
yeah, because not many people our age do much pre-production.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, it's an important process. Here I'm in the middle of editing a vlog called Quaranteenager Loses Shit.
That's lit, bro.
and,
Have you actually? That's actually a really good point. My friend Joseph, he recently shaved all his hair off.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
no.
What?
and I don't know why he just like sends me a
Why?
video. Well, I don't know why. It's the coronavirus time. It's the apocalypse has begun. The whole like either way he sends me a like a video message telling me about this thing the BBC are doing about like people in quarantine right now. They can vlog like stuff and then send it to the BBC and then they'll make a short film out of it.
Oh,
Holy shit.
that's sick. I never heard of
Oh, that
that.
sounds great.
Yeah, it's kind of lit. I don't know. So I personally myself, fuck all happens in my house, but like
That's
his
something for
house-
people to look into.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's kind of. I don't know how long this is gonna last, to be honest.
If we're doing ideas for filming in the quarantine, let me
Mhm.
suggest one.
is
There's sites where you can get like public domain footage. So footage that's so old or it was filmed like by the government or something, so it's public domain. So anyone can use it. You can grab a load of that, do like a voiceover maybe, and you can edit your own film just using public domain footage. You never have to leave your house.
Mm. Didn't you
Yeah.
say you were gonna do something on that? Didn't you say you were gonna
yeah,
make
I'm
something?
working on
Yeah.
something at the moment. Yeah, just
Ooh, I'd
get
see
some
that.
footage, pulling it together. Yeah, maybe see it soon.
I haven't
hell
thought
yeah.
about that before. I was thinking of doing a documentary on coronavirus and like,
No, definitely, that's a good idea as well. Now's the time to get all your documentary footage.
it would be quite illegal, right? But you
Well,
know,
no, because what was it? My dad coming back up from like where his work is and everything, and he got stopped by the police and they're asking like people like, oh, what are they doing outside their house? No one can go outside.
We're filming for a documentary. You don't understand.
oh no, even
We're
then.
filmmakers.
We're filmmakers. Essential.
Thinking we're so much more elite than everyone else.
You were
Like,
film
I
directors.
keep imagining like just like seeing like an empty street and stuff and just getting a nice still shot of that.
Oh
It
yeah.
would be the best time for your like post-apocalyptic films, wouldn't it? Like imagine if you could actually film outside. It'd be great.
Oh yeah. there's, like,
Seeing
no
seeing
there.
Tane, it's crazy, man. Like you can just walk along like the main street and there's no cars at all. You can like stick a tripod there and film for ages.
Damn.
Bruh.
You know what's kind of funny? You know the way all the elderly are meant to be most the highest risk.
How is that funny?
Wait, you're at highest risk?
That's it.
Finally.
Anthony, you sick
Funny,
guy.
that's the joke.
Bro.
No. I went outside yesterday to for a cycle, and like don't and the only other people I saw were old people.
Yeah, they're all dondering about, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all
Like
they're the only ones outside.
Anthony, you know what the best part about that is when you like walk near them and they're like, no,
Yeah.
and steer away. You see them veering away from you.
Do you walk towards old people when you're outside?
But charge towards.
You just cough at them.
oh no, we're talking about Anthony's film. We'll talk about Anthony's film. Go through the whole process, Anthony. How were you feeling days before you got your whole production just fucked in the ass?
I was kind of like, oh, maybe I can just like get it all over and done with before this shit gets real and just get out of the way. But then I was like, it's maybe not a good
'Cause
idea.
Wasn't it like your production thing? Like as people were beginning to like get stuck in houses and stuff.
Yeah.
You were like messaging me like, oh, you want to come up to where I am and just like make a film in the middle of a wood somewhere.
Everything just kind of went tits up like last minute.
Yeah,
and I was
you
like,
called
"Ah."
me at what, like 10 in the morning, like an hour before I was supposed to come out. Like, yeah, this ain't happening, man. This
Yeah.
ain't happening. Because we were
Like,
gonna do
man.
he's muted himself. We were gonna do a behind the scenes for your film, weren't we?
Mm.
And it would have been kind of lit because we wanted to do it for Rowan's one, Marana. Because I mean, you were on the set with me. That was lit, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty.
It was a
cool.
really, really, really good film shoot, and even like the actors and everything, they were basically just sucking Rowan off, just being like, "Oh yeah, this is high quality."
I gotta say, like, no offense to you, Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Much
I-
offense to you.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think
This is me. This is him just being like, "Oh, by the way, I'm about to deeply offend you."
I
Nah.
think Rowan's a pretty efficient director. Like he's just kind of like, let's get this thing done, and he gets out of the way. And you know.
Okay. Wait, why was that no offense to me? On the other hand,
I know.
on the other hand, Jack Weir is a chaotic evil. I'm gonna kill. I will kill. Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna admit to my flaws, right? Me and Rowan are at the absolute opposite sides, like of the director spectrum.
Yeah,
Mine
we're
is
discussing
dying.
your
I don't know if you
films.
can hear me at all.
Yeah, we can
No,
now.
it's working fine.
Bro.
It's working perfectly.
You sure?
Yes, you're here.
Mine's like really,
Oh, you're
really
in there, let me
glitching,
know.
man.
Right.
Ugh.
So as I was saying,
I can't hear you guys. It's like jet.
Fair enough. We can talk about something else whilst you were gone. He's gone. He's going to get a beer. Anthony, whilst you and me, I'll let George here as well. We're the only ones that are physically working right now. George, would you like to give your opinion on all the productions that are being shut down right now?
It's not just production, but also release. You have to worry about like all the films coming out in this period.
Yeah. What
Like,
the hell's
no
gonna
time
happen
die.
with that? Whenever like everything blows over, they're just gonna kind of release everything.
There's a whole theory
Love
right now.
stagger it.
That, I think Andy, did you post about it? It was like the cinema is gonna be dead by the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Some people
Like,
believe that they're gonna turn to streaming platforms.
Because
I
what's
wouldn't
it
be
like?
surprised.
For example, like View
Stuff's
Cinema,
releasing on Netflix.
they make no money.
Yeah.
They make no money. It's like they can't be hardly when you go to the cinema nowadays. Like unless it's like a release night, there's like 3 people in the whole cinema.
Yeah.
At least where we
Just
come from.
Charge more for tickets. No one will mind.
Ah, but bro, it's so you know what? Yeah, they need to charge more for tickets, and less for fucking popcorn.
Oh.
But then that's been a complaint for like years.
And the thing is, that's probably how View get their money. They
Yeah,
probably
no,
never.
that's their main source of income.
Yeah, even when the ticket prices were higher, they probably
Mhm.
didn't really get that much.
'Cause I swear they used to be like 10 quid.
Man,
It was 12 pound at one point.
Afghani child just sitting in my
Oh,
kitchen.
Jesus.
Don't know why.
What's wrong with him?
We're
he
talking
keeps
about
repeating the same phrase. He's like, and then he just like his eyes go black.
Yikes. And when he
Right.
comes
That's
to, he's like, toasters, toast.
I knew you'd fucking find a way of getting.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, Jack-
disappointed
Jack-
but also impressed.
Jack, we were discussing all the productions that are being like shut down right now.
Oh
See,
yeah.
guys? Yeah. Who's just turned their mic to be underwater?
Well, no, it's because oh my god, on podcast, and my cat is literally
On your
messing it up,
microphone.
dude.
Bruh.
What the fuck has he done?
Okay, sorry, we're good. We're back. We're back to this quality.
Yeah. So what are you saying, Anthony? Sorry.
I think
Mm.
cinemas will still exist and all, but I think it's definitely gonna the way movies are released is definitely gonna change. I definitely think movies gonna be released digitally a lot earlier,
Mhm.
maybe even
What was-
simultaneously with cinema releases.
Yeah. DVDs hardly even exist. I haven't picked up a DVD.
DVDs, no.
No. DVDs don't exist anymore.
Thing is, I
Oh,
like
yeah.
DVDs.
I'm a Blu-ray boy. I buy that shit all the time. Half my
No, I
income
don't
goes
buy
into
DVD.
that.
Last DVD I bought was Shawshank Redemption, and that was like 2 years ago.
You're a brainlet.
I know I'm a brainlet. but That's just it, you know.
Okay, sorry.
I watch
didn't
everything
mean
off Netflix and everything, or like on.
You
that. No,
fucking
I'm just
zoomer.
I'm just a
Hey,
gay
we come
comic
from a
boomer.
person.
I like
Oh, I'm
the
sorry. I'll
physicality
bleep
of
that out, George.
this.
I'll bleep that out.
Were you guys even around when videotapes were a thing?
I bet you were. You fucking.
I
no,
was.
you
I
were-
used to watch
Oh, what?
videotapes.
I
as a
have
kid.
like 100 VHSs. Oh, listen,
I
I
have
was
VHS,
10. That's
with
how I
the
watched.
Wiggles and Teletubbies and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm just looking on here, and there was a website called The Independent. Yeah, they're saying that Uncharted. You know that Uncharted video game?
Yeah.
Film.
Oh, yeah.
With Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland. That's been
Ah.
pushed back.
That's already been pushed
Fuck.
back like 20.
Yeah, that's been pushed. Become like. Oh, I really want it to be like a good. I mean, Sonic was pretty good.
Mm.
No.
No,
Yes.
everyone thought you liked
No, I
Sonic.
second that.
No.
I
No, you
second
didn't like
that
Sonic?
opinion.
No.
Oh,
It was like kind of what you expect, like just like a good 6 out of 10, you know.
what is the best video game movie?
Detective Pikachu.
Hey, that's actually.
Nah,
I would
Sonic
say
was
like a
bad.
normal Pikachu movie. Like no, they did like a normal.
I think the Joker is kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it represents us gamers.
You know, speaking of good video game movies, have any of you guys watched the Mario movie from the 90s?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh
I
yeah.
actually, to
Do
be
the
fair, I probably
Mario.
have.
It's so fucking. It's insane. It's
Wait, is that
bloody
the one
insane.
with the Fuck you, Luigi.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that might be the TV series.
The two main cast members, who played Mario and Luigi, they were just like drunk the entire time.
I heard about it. Yeah, I love watching like, the behind the scenes on like how it was made.
Yeah.
Like,
I can.
you ever seen a
relate.
guy? There's a guy called Good Bad Flicks. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
He does like
No.
all like behind the scenes and talks about it. And he does a Mario and Luigi one. I'm pretty sure. Probably wrong. It might be someone else. But yeah, I swear to God, they were like, oh yeah, the guy's drunk the whole time.
Yeah.
And I mean, it'd have to be. You're a full size plumber jumping into like pipes and shit and going up against this like dragon motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Oh, the characters are all fucked in that movie as well.
Yeah, doesn't Bowser have like a really small head?
Yeah, he's just a normal guy. He's just a normal guy. He sort of turns into a lizard at the end.
Oh, that's so scuffed. He's like, it's
Jesus
like the Amazing
Christ.
Spider-Man. Is it the Amazing Spider-Man 1 or the Amazing Spider-Man 2 that has a giant lizard guy? in
first
it?
one.
That's. Is it?
Oh, that was really bad as well.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't like
made.
it. Andrew Garfield was too like,
He's too cool.
yeah, he's too cool to be Peter Parker.
He's a skater boy.
My favorite
not
still
nerd.
Tobey
I
Maguire.
thought you were about to say Peter Griffin.
My favorite Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, let me talk about me and Rowan, but while he's not here, it's even better, right? Even more effective.
Oh,
You can't say a
yeah.
freaking word against me.
Talk shit about him behind
So
his back, yeah.
this kid thinks he's some sort of smart director boy. You know, want to hear my impression of him? It's dead on. Okay, right.
Go
so-
for it.
I'm Rowan.
Oh my
Okay, that's all I got.
to be fair, Rowan's film like set was really good. His dad was great, Croc as well.
Oh, he was really chill.
Oh,
He
his
was
dad.
so
His
nice.
dad was there.
Yeah, his dad was there. He was in the forensics team with us.
Oh.
Me and Anthony, I have 3 roles in that film. I
Really?
play women's hand, women's body.
You have.
and
you do have
forensics
quite
man.
feminine hands.
I do. They're quite soft.
Bit of a femboy.
Yeah, bit of a fan.
Let's go.
Is that way?
Thank you,
Oh,
thank
doesn't matter.
But no, the overall set was pretty good. It was a good running time. I wish we had done the behind the scenes for it.
Oh yeah, that would have been a really good one.
It would have been really good, yeah.
That'd be entertaining. I've still got behind the scenes coming for both student film, Dropping Gear, and like the other 2 films I made in between. They're very funny.
Speaking of drug, this is an excellent side thing you talk about drug films now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why the fuck do you why do people our age make so many drug films?
Do you want to hear? Okay, the reason I made a drug film
Yeah.
is because genuinely, like, well, I see drugs all the time, like hard crack, cocaine. I mean, like living in Tane, I wanted to make I failed at this, right? But I wanted to make a
How'd you fail?
that, like, accurately represented the drug use in Tane. I failed because the main storyline is Keir buying on loan a pound of cocaine, which is already like retarded amount of money. It's like 144,000. So it's like that's unrealistic. Leslie, like as a character, like he made the dynamic of being like the sort of, you know, aggressive force that Keir needed to, like, you know, set him straight in the end, which was like meant to be a surprising aspect of the film. But he was in Tane setting, like it's just unrealistic to have him be this intimidating figure in a town of like what 4,000 people.
And this was a character played by you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, hey, to be honest, like, no, I've never met anyone that like my power, especially in such a small community.
Yeah.
But it's,
Yeah.
it's
Exactly.
a movie.
That's what,
Were you trying to give a realistic, like a really realism kind of film?
no, it wasn't. It wasn't realism because it had like a lot of you know, non-diegetic music and slow motion stuff.
The filming terms and all this stuff are brilliant. This is good. This
Yeah,
is-
bro. Real.
Yeah, you have. You have to bleep his name out.
Hey,
There he
shout
is,
out, Daddy.
Oh,
No.
God.
Yo,
Um,
I'm back. So my
What's up,
Wi-Fi
bro?
was down,
wife.
and this has been
Your
happening to
wife?
loads of people. Not my Wi-Fi, not my wife. She's
We have talked
She's
a teeny
doing
bit
fine.
more about the whole coronavirus thing. But
Yeah,
we,
so
we just
let me add my bit before we move on,
Okay,
just because
okay,
I've just
okay.
joined back in. There's quarantine film festivals going on where there's like the parameters are like you have to film it in your house. or
Ooh.
you're not allowed to go outside, and those are something for people to look into, because you can do like a short film in your house with just yourself and submit that to some of these film festivals.
Holy shit!
It
that sounds
is
great.
letting a lot of people experiment with new things as well.
Yeah, totally. I've been doing like a lot of sound stuff, so like I know I don't know, but sound's not something that I'm particularly great at, and I feel a lot of people struggle with sound when they're beginning, when you're a student. And so I'm just thinking, like, I'm just gonna go around my house and get some really high quality sound of the house and make something from that. Now it's the
Yeah,
time
that's
to brush
cool.
up on your skills, man.
Oh yeah, it's a perfect time to practice.
I heard something about the Mario.
Oh yeah.
I got snippets. I got little like
Mario?
snippets of what was going on.
And
I heard
we
something
were
about
discussing-
Toaster.
we were
Toaster
discussing
Mario.
video game films. We were discussing video game films.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we moved on to drug films. I was
Yeah.
given my reasoning for why I made a drug film and why I
Jack's
failed.
forte.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, who is it? Because like, hey Jack, you are known for your drug films.
I'm
He
known
is,
for my
he is.
one drug film because it's the only one that's publicly available.
Hey guys,
However,
guys, do you remember
I made
that
4
time?
films.
Guys, do you remember that time when
best.
Anthony copied Jack?
Oh yeah. Like,
Oh
Listen
my
here, your
God.
shit.
Okay. You fucker.
Hey, to be fair, it was quite funny how like closely resembled the story structure was for both of your
Oh,
films.
bro, no, that was funny because genuinely, like, maybe I subconsciously stole Anthony's film idea before it came into fruition. That's kind of a funny thought.
Connection.
I don't know why I've thought of this, but like when we were on your set, Rowen, and we were talking because recently a lot of people have dropped out of our course. Well, a couple
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, cowards, pathetic.
Cowards. and
enough.
one yeah, if I can understand why, like
'Cause they're
the
weak.
reason I'm bringing it up is because when we were on set with you, one of your actors was in this guy's film, and he was like getting really really excited about working on this guy's thing, and we all knew that his film
Yeah.
was just being completely canned, and he was like, "Oh, I cannot wait to get on this set." I was, oh god, I
Yeah,
just
that
felt
was
really really
bad.
bad for him. Yeah, apparently he had to pull out as well because apparently he's not actually doing that well health wise. But yeah, I don't know,
He's got coronavirus, has he?
Well, the thing was, no, this is what terrified me. He was the only guy on the whole set that was shaking hands. He came up and he was like hugging people. I was like, "What the hell are you doing? You're like 90, bro."
we could have gotten it from him. You never know. It has an
I know.
incubation period of up to like 2 weeks.
I
Thank
hope you
God
have.
I'm on
Yeah.
Discord. Fuck me.
He said you got him on Discord. Mate, you'll do Discord. Yeah, but I don't know. But back to drug films.
Oh yeah. Well, Anthony. Oh, can I add one thing? Can I ask? I'm gonna ask Anthony a question. Can you explain to us as a group, as a society, as a collective,
As a group.
as to why you made your drug film?
Yeah.
Oh well, actually, it is a very fun. It's a funny story. Well, no.
Sorry, continue.
So I wanted to make a cool film where there's like this guy. He was like dying, and he kind of comes across this like body in a I don't know barn or something. And he just kind of like I don't know talks to the body for the whole film, whatever. And then I talked to Drew about it. And he's like, "Nah, that's kind of shit."
Jesus.
I mean, he's not
That's our
wrong.
film teacher, by
Drew
the
doesn't
way.
pull punches. He doesn't pull punches at all.
To be fair, no, it sounds like a good idea. You could make that in the future, bro.
I think I will. Yeah.
No, I like that. That's a cool idea.
And then I think like he like was like I think he said to me come up with another idea like by next week, and I hadn't. So I came into class and he asked he asked me if I had any ideas, and that was like the first thing that came to my head. And I was like, all right, maybe I could do something with it. I can make it into like some sort of wacky comedy with like drugs and stuff. But then Drew was like, oh, so it's a social realism piece, huh? And I was just about class difference, and I was just kind of like,
Well, in Drew's boomer
Sure.
mind, he's like, a drug topic? A little bit too dark for me. That's social realism. There's nothing funny about drugs. You see,
I actually, whenever I mentioned trying to make it funny to me, it's kind of like, but it's like it's a really serious topic, you know. Like, how are you going to convey to the audience like stuff like that? And I was like, I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
Craig.
thanks, Craig.
Thanks, Craig. Thanks, Dad.
You asked him, do you think why there's so many drug films is because you felt like you were backed into a corner and
Yeah,
like
you think that's
you were socially responsible of you had to do this for the good of the people.
that's not exactly what. But you're on the right track, Sweet Pea. I get what you're saying. What I was thinking of was like the reason the majority of like student filmmakers make drug films is because they can't come up with like any other idea, and it's quite an interesting area to come up like talk about. It like always is, because we're obviously not like that delved into drug. We're not.
Well,
we all don't do
here's my
hardcore
take.
drugs.
Yeah, speak for yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
Everybody
I can realize
there's
Jackson's-
a few topics. There's a few topics that everybody does. There's like the
Mhm.
depressed film where the character's all depressed,
Sean.
right? And then
Sean.
there's your drug film. Everyone does at least one drug film.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Oh! Filming with guns in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I've never done that. I've never done
There's a
that.
YouTube. You never did that. Who are they called? Oh,
Are you
what were they
kidding? Did
called?
you see my latest video, Ben?
No. That doesn't. Oh,
He's
you're
got a
just-
gun in the woods. What do you mean?
No,
That's
no,
a
but
gun?
hit, no,
like
like
Nerf?
if anyone could think of like the best possible like one of that, like your one actually has like a genuine story to it. But like
Oh,
the
I know what you
usual
mean
one,
now. Just
the
the
usual
Nerf
one you get.
fights. The Nerf
Yeah,
fights.
just these fights. Yeah, there was this people I used to watch all the time. They got 200K subscribers. It's called Wolfpack Films,
Mhm.
and they're like people our age, and they just like have like all these like airsoft guns and stuff, and they just like have all the like it's really cool. They're all like just like maybe like I mean I watched this. They came out 5 years ago. The channel's not open anymore. They're the guys who did you know PDK Films, like those Nerf channels.
Probably seen one at some point.
Yeah, probably, they basically they're like the kings of that now, but basically they just made like a whole YouTube channel about like guns and fights and woods and stuff, and I always thought it was lit.
That's true. Everyone does that. I mean,
It's kinda
action
fun.
scenes are just epic.
Yeah, they are. You
Epic.
get to shoot guns. That's like one of the ways you
Epic.
learn like basic VFX is just like gunshots.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
all
true.
the what you call it?
Gun flares and fucking
Yeah, I know gun flares. It's not flares.
gun
What is it?
flares.
Flash bang.
No, not flashbangs.
the
Muzzle flashes.
muzzle flash. Yeah, muzzle flash.
Corridor Digital are so good at making them.
And they pump them out like 2 a week or one
Yeah.
every 2 weeks. I mean,
Yeah,
It's
they
crazy.
they did a whole video on like how to do it. It's like the muzzle flash should be like double the size of the gun.
oh, they do it like the scientific way as well. They
Yeah,
like get
that's-
it so
yeah.
it looks real.
They did like a what was it, a thingy on John Wick.
Hmm.
Like they redid one of the scenes and it was so much better.
There's some crazy
It
VFX in
was
John
so
Wick.
fucking good. Yeah.
Do you know like all the glass that they break is like not glass, it's VFX.
Is it
glass.
VFX? Oh my god.
It's awesome.
Jesus. The guy we were talking about this earlier, Keanu Reeves, he's working on the Matrix 4 now. But that's been like absolutely pushed back in production because of the whole coronavirus thing.
The fourth Matrix. What happened to
Yeah,
the
I just
third
don't understand
There's
what
a
they can
third
do
one?
for the fourth Matrix. Yeah,
There
there
is a third one. There's a third
Is
one.
it
What?
Matrix Reloaded? I'm gonna let me check. Matrix Reloaded was it?
It's Matrix Reloaded, then it's
Retribution?
Matrix
What more is there to say?
Bro, it's Matrix, bro.
There's gonna be another Matrix. Oh, but
There's
it's
a Matrix inside
bigger
the
and
Yeah, but what are they gonna
better.
talk about? What are they gonna do in it
Matrix.
though? He's the chosen one, isn't he? I don't know. Either way,
Exactly.
I'm probably gonna go see it. To be honest.
Oh, I'd like to bring up an interesting little topic. That was real, unfortunately.
Sorry, bro.
So I'd like to just
Bless
briefly
you.
talk about like directing styles because
Mm-hmm.
Ben and Anthony, you've both been on like both mine and Rowan's
Oh,
films.
he's trying to bring this up again.
true.
So
He's
no,
trying to bring this
basically,
up
I'm
again.
gonna, from my perspective, I'd like to talk about my filmmaking style or my directing style and how it's
Same.
completely polar opposite
Fuck off.
to Rowan's kind of way of doing
We
it.
basically said, I don't know if you heard this, Rowan. We were like,
No,
oh, yeah.
I don't think I have.
Rowan's films are really sensible and like quick compared to Jack's films.
He's all like
So-
running gun.
And no, he's just like, well, I think Jack's films, he's like
you know-
a lot more.
Can we hear this from Anthony's perspective? Because
Yeah,
I've
take
heard
Anthony's, 'cause I-
Anthony told me about going on Jack's set and like his experiences on Jack's set.
It was, yeah.
Jack,
was-
take it. No, sorry, but Anthony, take it away.
Take it away.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just it's great fun, but
Set the scene.
chaos, insane. Just like okay, like everyone's there, and just I don't know. It's just it is just like
Walk us through what happened.
I mean okay, so we got there. And I think we like as a bunch of students do, you know, you leave equipment behind, and I think like we were missing a memory card or something.
Oh,
was
you're
an
talking
SD
about from
card.
that perspective. Oh, I thought you were talking about from the fact two of the actors wandered off, bringing back bushes and shit.
That's what I was
Oh
thinking.
Jesus Christ, dude! Don't
He's
even
getting
get me
there. Let him
started on that
speak.
shit.
I just
Let
thought I
him
should
get
set the scene.
Mm,
So
sorry.
anyway,
Yeah.
So after that, so yeah, there were these two guys, and they seem like lovely chaps.
Oh, yeah, they were
But-
nice, yeah.
Apes.
But
Apes.
but they were just like the embodiments of chaos.
Hmm.
Just they're like Jack, but like more chaotic somehow.
Were these actors?
Friends.
Okay. They
No,
were
to be
not-
fair, they were better than me. They were doing. They did
These
pretty well.
guys, these guys
They're pretty
were less acting and more kind of compromising my entire film project. Nah, they were okay. They were playing. They were extras, right?
They-
Because
they-
Keir Morrison and Hunter Ross both played the two main characters in Dropping Gear, and Matthew was meant to be there, but he had outbreak.
What?
Outburst.
I'm gonna have to bleep so much.
That kind
Anyway,
of
basically,
there was
Yeah.
a little come up and stuff.
I
and couldn't
decided.
make it.
Okay, this is what happened. Like months before the shoot, I asked those guys, thinking I wouldn't have enough extras. Oh yeah, could you guys help me with this extra thing? And for some reason, like these guys just love being in my stuff, so they like message me, thinking it like, oh, it's February, okay. Wait, so when's the shoot? When are we doing this? And so they came along and they just fucking, they
They were
caused
making
absolute
bird
chaos.
noises. They were making bird noises. Class.
Here was screeching bird noises. Hunter said the C word at the end
God,
of every
guys.
single
Yeah,
one.
every
Of the
scene.
first shot of the film, there's not one without like an immediate C word. Like the second, it's so bad, man.
The what was it? We had the fight scene. I thought was pretty lit.
Oh, the fight
Hmm.
scene was great. You and Anthony did a great job. Like,
I didn't expect Anthony to give like so much. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
you've been doing it for like a long, like obviously it was on sand and stuff, so we we're like falling on cement and shit. But Anthony, you like fucking went for it.
you did your own stunts and you did well.
Oh,
like
well,
Anthony
we-
punched Ben in the neck.
Yeah,
that was
it's
a big
kinda
yikes
cool.
moment.
It hurt my throat. It like, well, it looked quite cool.
I know, kind of like halted everything. You're like, ah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There was one take where we did where, you need me in the balls.
Yes.
We had to completely stop
Well,
everything.
You were immediately like,
Is
oh,
that be
balls.
part of the scene?
It was, to be fair, I think it'd be kind of banging if it was in the film, but
Hmm.
it was so
Authentic.
painful. Yeah, it was authentic
You'll
pain.
see it in
Anthony's
the- you'll see it in the
method.
bloopers soon, bro. Coming soon.
I
Don't
can't
mess
wait.
with
How
me.
far are you through the filming, Jack?
Through the filming, I'm like,
no, through the editing. Sorry,
the editing, probably like 70% or so.
because they made us do that thing, didn't they, in the class thing? I'm
Yeah,
on about
they did.
40% through my film.
Right.
Yeah,
No, but you've got a lot to edit. You've got a lot.
I've got a fuck ton.
Pretty
Yeah,
difficult, man. Like,
the bit where you're screaming
Mhm.
at David in the car when I'm outside, the audio's fucked because all you can hear is what's her name's giggling at the side.
oh yeah, like Jessica and Katie.
Yeah, all you can hear is
Oh,
them giggling. I was like, oh. Shit.
Oh, that's.
I've got other audio that I've just like sitting there, so I'll probably add that in. But
ADR,
it's
man.
looking good. It's
Just record
yeah,
yourself screaming in your room.
yeah.
Like,
Audacity,
um,
we
the
can do
mic.
loads.
anyway, back to the topic at hand. Like,
Mm.
yes, Hunter and Kier were like the main problem, but besides them, my entire style of directing is to just basically hold everyone's attention by being completely chaotic and just screaming and being completely obnoxious for the
It was
entire
very
thing.
great.
And
It was a really, really fun day.
It was pretty great.
it was.
I
I
think-
think it was a great day.
The best.
That's good. That's where you gotta have fun.
Hey, but no,
Mm.
but to be fair, on Rowan's one, it was like we were talking about earlier. Your dad was so chill.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah,
it
we
was
had
such
load
a
of
fun day.
forensics- A lot of forensics extras. That's what Ben and Anthony were doing. Oh, it was great.
It was
We
no,
went-
it was a really good day.
We like ripped all the forensic suits.
Oh yeah, we get it. Like they're like 2 sizes too small, and they're made out of like, paper. So like when you go into it, your ass cheeks just like ripped.
I guess
Uh,
I guess the difference between me and Jack is like I had everything planned and like timing planned, and we worked really quickly. And it's because I think it's important to get through your stuff like fairly quickly.
Mhm.
Because I wanted everybody to go home. I
mhm.
feel like everybody like they just work for ages on this stuff. Like
Mm.
the days are really long. And they
That,
don't
that
need to be
what was his name? There was not Roger, the other guy.
Alan.
He was really serious. He's
He's a
Alan-
really great
Alan's a
actor.
cool guy.
Yeah.
He
So
took
the
it. He took it
film-
seriously.
The film I'm making is called Marana, and this is like your typical crime film. This is another one that all students do, is like the crime film where somebody's dead and they find out that they're dead. Oh my god.
To be honest, I'd never seen that, and like the whole like promotional stuff for it is really good as well. It's picked up quite a bit as well.
Yeah, I was
I'm
pushing it
personally
quite
hyped
hard.
for it. Yeah,
And now we need to do the same for Unseen Screen.
yeah. I think what we'll do that we'll start putting all like our films into it and everything in it.
Yeah, in fact, I'm doing for that promotional thing that Ben was mentioning there. I made like a poster that was pretty sick.
Oh, it
And I'm
looks
doing
sexual.
a tutorial
Oh,
at the
I'm
moment.
stoked for that.
How
and
is the
that's gonna-
how far are you through the editing?
I'm
and
like
everything?
90% through. I reckon I'll be
Yeah,
ready to
so-
release it tomorrow.
I'm
Oh,
doing
okay.
a whatchamacallit, a video on pre-production. I think I've already said this.
Yeah.
And
I'm hyped
I
for that as well.
recorded that a couple days ago, and I sat down and was like going through it and stuff. I just didn't like it, so I was down there like an hour before this, just doing it again.
Ben has a green screen in this, guys.
I
His production
painted a thing
value
on a
is
wall.
through the roof.
Oh my god, that's wild.
I do like the green screen. It's kind
Freaking green screen.
But yeah, to wrap up the prior conversation, right? For the
He's
fucking
bringing
third
it back.
time.
Doing
You
it.
think you're out, then you get pulled
Basically-
back in.
Yeah, Rowan's method is very methodical and planned out is the main thing about it. I came into student film with with having no idea the time scale. My contact sheets were just bullshit to make sure Drew was happy. I was just like, okay, well, genuinely the plan was to film 2 weeks later than we did. I was like, okay, Monday's coming up. Is everyone available? I checked if everyone's available. They are. So it's like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And then
How lucky you did that now that we're all in quarantine.
God, I know exactly.
So
I would have
lucky.
been like a little Anthony. I wouldn't have had any film at all. No offense. But like, yeah, no, like I like to do things sporadically and have it a lot of the magic come with with just random events and thoughts that people have and just the atmosphere at the time.
I don't know about you guys, but like how I came into filmmaking is sort of, when you're a kid and you're making films and you don't have any of the planning, you're literally just shooting shot by shot and making it up. There's something really fun about that, isn't it? And maybe you come from it from like skater. I feel a lot of people do like skating videos. Maybe they come from that background or stuff. But just making
I
films
made
when you're a
loads and loads
kid
of
is
zombie
so much
films.
fun. Yeah,
That's
just not
another
care.
thing. Yeah, zombie films. Everyone makes fucking zombie films.
that's
You were
true.
gonna make a zombie film, weren't you, Anthony?
Oh yes.
He's gonna make Shaun of the Dead too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet they're gonna do that. Do you see the thing that they did for like what was it, the BBC or something?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that was funny.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
good.
cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that. It was good.
The what was it? Yeah, the first like zombie film I made was when I went into the academy, like secondary school, and it was just
Yeah.
them like running about, like people. Like, it was so bad. Like people, like there was one zombie who had like literal like stickers on their face that looked like cuts, and they just pretend to be a zombie. They
so
never
good.
acted in their life, and people are, like sitting down, and the next scene like they're running, and then sitting down the next, and then crawling.
Nah,
And
that's
the
good stuff.
continuity is
That
just,
was
but
the
that's
good
the
stuff.
that's the golden years. That's
Those are the golden
Oh,
years.
definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely.
the
I'm still trying to like kind of veer away from always writing scripts because I think for people our age who aren't gonna always be able to write ones that are professionally legible to actors and producers and that, I feel like we're a lot safer writing a treatment to a passion project and having that sort of working.
what's a treatment for those people who don't know? Because I don't.
So a film treatment is basically a document that comes before you write a script, and it includes the synopsis and the which is basically everything that happens in the story. Like the 5-act structure and all of the characters and the actors portraying them, and everything, like their entire backgrounds written out in like a 20-page document or so.
God, dope. I've never done that before. I had like a little plan before I write the script. I never
Excuse me, Ben. You've never done that before.
No.
Are we not on
And
the
you
same
call
course?
yourself a filmmaker?
Ben, it's literally part of our coursework.
Is it actually? Oh, it
Yes.
is. Oh,
Are you
yeah.
kidding?
Oh,
Wait, what? Is
Why do you
it?
call it treat?
Yes.
What is that?
For
The
MIA?
Yeah, for the course.
Jesus.
which they're going to be
Coming.
using to judge us now, I suppose,
Oh,
after all the
God,
exams
why-
have been
like,
cancelled.
That's so the prelim I didn't give a shit about. I smacked my chin off a bed. I didn't care
That prelim was really bad. Yeah, that's true.
We're
Bro.
fucking around at 1 a.m. doing Skyrim things, and it was like.
Hey, it was worth it. It was worth
Or
it was
That
so-
was funny, to be fair.
I hope we gotta go down to Edinburgh and do that. Oh, that'd be good.
Oh,
Listen, I don't mean to brag, but that were funny.
It was it was a good time. What was it like? Like Sean's sitting in bed trying to get asleep, and Jack's like doing like Skyrim Oblivion movements. And George.
Well, me and George were just a couple NPCs, just fucking bad.
Yeah, you smashed
you
chairs off the top of like the youth hostel floor.
Oh yeah.
When it was like 1 a.m. I walked back up after getting my chin split open. Walking back, the guy was just like, this guy comes out of his room and he's, it's past 11 o'clock, get the fuck to sleep, cunt. And he just goes back into his
He
room.
didn't say that.
Fuck. No, I promise you. He was fucking
Get the
fuming.
fuck to sleep. cunt.
That's some
Seriously,
pre-exam.
This is why I like chilling at home. You know, I don't want to go outside. Spooky stuff.
the
Yeah,
sticky
stuff.
guys
Man,
telling you
no,
to
yeah.
shut up.
Thing is, like, I have this movie and stuff, and then just so quarantine shit just happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of movie night, what's everyone's films that they've been watching?
oh yeah, fucking guest Rowan. Good segue.
Hey,
Good job. I was just about to say, how the fuck are we gonna talk about it? Good segue. Okay, who wants to go? Do you want to go from the top of the chat to the bottom?
Aye.
Yeah, Craig, what have you been watching,
Shut
bro?
the fuck. Yeah,
Craig's our robot.
Craig's our robot. He's the guy that's recording all the audio.
Robo Craig.
Robo Craig.
Craig.
The film I watched at like 3 a.m. like last night was Ocean's 11.
Oh, I've heard
Oh,
about it.
cool.
Have any of you guys seen that?
Not watched
Nah.
it.
I've watched it, yeah.
Is it good?
You ever seen the new Rick and Morty season where they do like a heist?
Yeah.
You must. Yeah, of course you fucking see Rick and Morty.
What is that? Fuck you.
An intellectual over here. Yeah, basically, like they mock, like they take the piss out of like all heist films, and this is like the heist film. It's like they get
The heist film is the elaborate planning and heist
Oh,
of
you
Diamond
this game. Hey, to be fair, like they're
by Ben
nothing alike.
McMorran.
They're nothing alike. It's so strange. I should have watched this film, then put it into the elaborate planning and robbery of the Paradise Theater. But I don't know. I watched it. It's good. It's got George Clooney and Brad Pitt in it. And it's got the most like. You ever heard the guy Don Cheadle? George, you know Don Cheadle, right?
Yeah.
He's in it, and he gives like the worst British accent possible.
Don
Like,
Cheadle is
British-
British.
No, he's not. That's what my brother said. He's American. He's not British. But no, it's a really good heist film, and it's class. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It's got a lot of the stereotypical heist thingies. I'd give it like a solid like, I don't know, 6 out of 10, maybe 7.
Ooh.
This guy. Okay, so that's my film. What about you, George? What film have you
Films. Oh no.
watched?
Yo, what's
Uh,
film?
I haven't watched any films recently. I watched the entirety of the Castlevania Netflix series, and I really liked
Moving
it.
on!
No, come on. I want to.
No,
You know,
I'm
I want to
joking.
watch that. I'm not a weeb. I swear, guys. I'm not a weeb. I swear.
It was really cool. It got kind of weird near the end, though. It feels like they're running out of stuff to, like, I don't
How
know.
many seasons are they on now?
Well, the 3rd season just came out, and it's got like rape and stuff in there. I don't know.
Oh,
no, that's
another
the
thing
first-
that's
it's
absolutely
awesome.
very
Kill
good.
I don't know.
monsters
I don't know. I feel like maybe he has a bit
We
of
had
it.
to ask George what he was watching. God damn it.
Okay, so
Wait,
George was
wait.
watching Rape. Anthony, what have you been?
That's you. Going off that that topic, probably don't know what I watched. This you probably don't
What
want
did
to
you
know what I
watch?
watched. This.
You watched-
What?
Grey.
What'd you watch? 50
What?
Shades of Grey.
Did you watch Nate? Wait, really? You watched that?
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
No, the first one's not terrible.
It's
Wait, what
so
do you mean it was
bad.
It's so bad.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
There's 3 of them.
Aw.
Dog. There's 3 of them.
It's so boring.
Yeah,
Jack. Not take-
but it looks nice, kind of.
And it's so tame. I'm not. That's not a
So
connection.
Look at Anthony.
Whoa,
He's got a
Anthony.
BDSM face.
No, 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 no,
getting
no, no,
cringed
no,
by
no,
it.
no. I'll explain
Sorry.
myself. Basically, the main character gets really pissy that the guy's into BDSM. She gets really pissy. Like she breaks up with him at the end. But like But like,
Spoiler,
he
Jesus.
doesn't. Sorry, but like, he doesn't do anything in the film that like you know what he does that makes her break up with him. He spanks her 6 times, and she's like, "Whoa, that's really fucked up. I'm out. I can't do this."
That's too tame for Anthony. He's just like.
Sorry, Anthony the Beast. We don't want to know what you're up to, Anthony.
Anthony, we should. Yeah, your new nickname.
7
Anthony the
slaps.
Beast. Jesus.
Anastasia.
I didn't know you were into that kind of stuff, Anthony. That's fair news.
I
I respect you a lot more for that. No, I respect you a lot more. Do you think? One question. Do you think you're gonna watch any more? Do you think you're gonna watch the other 2?
You gotta finish the trilogy. You can't watch.
Yeah, once you
the
start a
first one.
trilogy, you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey Anthony, I got one question for you. Finish this sentence. I don't make love.
I make pudding.
Right. You fucked it.
So what would you give it out of 10, Anthony?
A 1? Or
A
no?
1.
A 2. A 2. To be fair.
Yeah, the lighting was good. The sound of the slap.
Nothing about it was good. Nothing.
The lighting wasn't even good.
It was like
Cinematography?
it was like so amateur. Like we could make something like that.
Okay, so as a complete like U-turn from that, I have watched First Reformed by Paul Schroeder.
Schrader.
Schroeder.
It's
Paul
Schrader.
Paul
He-
Schrader.
He wrote Taxi Driver. Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Ah.
It's fantastic. It's about this like priest who gets into climate change. You wouldn't think like it's like a random idea, but it's fantastic.
Really good.
And it's like one of these borderline spiritual films where by the end of it there's just this moment that hits you really hard. I'm not gonna say anything. If you're into like Andrei Tarkovsky, this is the shit, man.
Who the fuck is that?
The Russian dude.
Is that
Right.
the? Were you watching one of his films in class the other
That
week?
was the one I was watching in class. I was watching Andrei Rublev. It was terrible.
I need to watch more films. Yeah. We need to get Sean on just to like constantly
Yeah,
talk
Sean
about
knows
films.
every
seen
film on this
everything.
planet.
Give me the trivia, boy.
Yeah, he like what was it? The teacher was like fucking Drew. He was just like, okay, anyone can give an answer. It's going back to Sean. You'll know this one, Sean. Don't worry, Sean. You'll know
It's
this
some
one.
like random 1913 like
Guy who
first
made, like, one film, yeah.
random ass, and he's like, yeah, that's the 1930 George.
Screen.
Oh, that's crazy. No, it's a really good film. I'd give it like maybe 9 out of 10. I'd maybe push it down to an 8. I just watched it, so maybe I'm just reacting to it, but it is fantastic.
What would you compare it to like a more mainstream film?
Joker.
So like if anyone
I guess there's a society in there.
Oh god.
he managed to make the comparison.
To be honest, you could
Great,
probably do like a dissertation on how they're similar.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, you're not doing very well there. You get it.
Fucking society. Who was it?
Fresh
Yeah, George. I
Reform,
walked in on
Tom
your
Cruise.
art class, George, and there's a kid making a Shrek project in
Yeah,
the corner of the
Shrek-
room.
Shrek 5.
Shrek. It's like a DVD and everything. So cool.
Yo,
And then
Jack.
there's someone
Yeah.
doing the Joker 2.
Oh god.
Joker 2.
The Joker 2. Do you think Joker 2 should be made?
No.
But it probably will be.
No, we gotta talk about Jack's film now.
Okay. Oh yeah.
great.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Recently, I rewatched an old 1999 Satoshi Kon anime film. It's a psychological thriller. It's called Perfect Blue, and it's basically about a young woman who's trying to transition from being a pop singer, like a pop artist, to being an actress, and she's being like stalked by this horrifying guy, and she just starts to lose her shit.
What a fucking weeb. Jeez.
Shut up, Anthony. You can't
He's
talk.
gone.
Oh, he
he's
left.
gone.
He left.
Jack. Okay, so
That sounds good.
I like to think it was weeb. Is it? Wait, explain it to me one more time. Sorry, that's very rude.
So no, it's like a woman is trying, like a pop singer. She's trying to become an actress, and she basically she gets like stalked by this spooky bloke, and like all of her actions are being put up on this blog, and she just starts to lose her mind. It's Perfect Blue. Very good.
I've heard you were telling me about that. What were you? Isn't that like one of the best like anime films ever made? Or something?
Yes, it is. Well, apparently I think it's amazing. It's one of my favorite anime films just now.
Have you seen what is it called? Gantz or whatever it's called, or Gaunts on Netflix?
Gaunt's? No, I haven't.
Gaunts. It's basically Corridor. They recently reviewed it, and it's like basically it's like this anime looking. It looks like anime, but it's like how the new Netflix style of it being like kind of like 3D animation.
Yeah.
They've done it like that, but it's just like a VFX artist's wet dream. It's so cool how they've done it, and it I don't know. It kind of reminds me of that. I don't know. I might need to watch that one because I genuinely want to see it. I watched.
I'd very much recommend it. I've got the Blu-ray. I can lend it to you. Oh wait, no, I can't because I'd give you.
Oh yeah, I can't leave the house. Quarantine, no shit. Because like, what's the other one I've seen? The I was almost so close to the elaborate planning. Okay. the sound, the shape of sound, is it? Right?
The shape of what? Oh no, the shape of no, it's the shape of voice.
The silent voice. Or whatever.
Silent voice is
that's
so
good.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite films, man.
Bro, it's brutal.
It's bro,
as an alpha child male, it fucking hits like a truck.
I cried my eyes out like a little baby.
Because the guy, A Silent Voice. It's on Netflix right now.
Silent Voice.
I think it's much better than like everyone says. The best anime film is Your Name. Your Name is really good.
Dog shit.
Oh really? You didn't like it?
Oh, I hated it.
Really?
Like the whole twist was just like
Oh, that's really interesting. I want to know why.
I think it's because I saw A Silent Voice and then I watched that after, and I was just like, we have entered the weeb zone, haven't we?
Yeah, so did I. Genuinely, I thought the same thing. I watched A Silent Voice before watching, before watching Your Name, and I was really disappointed. I thought some bits of it were quite predictable and quite sentimental.
Yeah.
There were not many, I maybe it's because of the difference in like emotional content, but because A Silent Voice, like if that takes you on an emotional roller coaster that is just like. It literally it fucks you up for like an entire week.
Oh yeah, Okay, because we've been doing this for like more than an hour. Let's finally talk about like, upcoming projects, and then
perfect, cool. Let's do that.
We'll finish up.
Yeah.
So we'll go from the Jack. You're up first, sweet pig. You're up first.
Oh, cheers, buddy. Okay. So yeah, my next project is going to be my next film project, at least, is going to be a short film called Abject Spring, and it's basically me wanting to do what I did in Dropping Gear, but do it right this time, do it properly, and do it with a script and a budget. And so I'm taking a lot of my own money and bringing it into this thing, and I'm hoping to get it made set in Tain, like around Tain, and have these kind of current issues of like coronavirus shit brought up in it. But obviously filming it after the fact.
After the whole like quarantine.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm interested in right now, and I'm just sort of wrapping up that project. It's called Abject Spring because it's like well, I'm not going to say exactly why, but it's set during the spring. And
it sounds cool.
Spring, and I've called it spring.
It's basically. I'm just gonna wrap it up. Basically, it's like it's got 5 different acts. It's got prelude and a what the fuck do you call it? Am I retarded?
Afterlude.
Oh, 1 second, boys. I'm effing this.
Yeah, it's got 3-act structure, done it for like each of the.
Epilogue. It's got a prelude and an epilogue, and it's got 3 main acts, and it's basically 1 week's time from like 4 different boys' perspectives, and just their lives in like the last week of school, and like before they go off and pursue their own sort of dreams, and that's it.
What about you, Rowen?
So while I'm in quarantine, I'm doing that public domain project. I've got a script written. I've just been looking through all the like public domain footage and seeing what kind of story I can pull from it. So I'm working on that. And then also I'm doing something along the lines of like the forgotten sounds. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it. And it's like all the sounds from like outdoors that we're kind of missing out on. And then I'm gonna try merge that with imagery from indoors. Not sure how I'm gonna do that, but something like that. And then also I'm finishing editing up Morana, that thing that you and Anthony were on.
What about you, Anthony?
I'm thinking of doing this thing where like this guy has to get rid of this body for like I don't know, a mafia dude or something like that. And turns out the body's still alive, so he has to try and like decide whether he should dispose of the body or not.
Holy shit!
Hey, that's kinda
interesting.
cool.
That's such a good idea. Copyright
That
it
sounds
right
great.
now.
Where are your
Copyright
ideas, man?
Anthony.
Jeez, 3 banging films coming up.
Why have you not made it big, Anthony?
I know, right?
So you only did start. Wait, how long did you start filming ago?
Hmm?
How long ago did you start filmmaking and all that? Or didn't you, like...
Star of the Scholars.
Oh, he had a
Yeah.
YouTube channel, guys.
Oh
Did you
no.
actually?
To think that I started off as Anthony's fan, and now I'm working alongside
That was like
him.
one of the first things
God.
Rowen said to me. He was like, "Hey, didn't you have a YouTube channel?" And I fucking
You
died.
have-
inside.
You have a YouTube channel.
I did.
I did
Aw,
when you
that
Can we,
did
Antonio,
it was
dude.
so
Can we get
It
an
is.
annotation up on screen?
Antonio,
Link to
dude.
that
I'm
company.
gonna leave a link to it like above the screen right now.
Yes.
What about you, George? Are you coming up with any new film ideas, George?
Yes. Well, my 2 current things I was working on, the moving image arts and the advert, have been screwed over. So, I'm starting on. I'm starting on my own film project, which is sort of a quarantine. But I came up with the idea like before this whole
Yeah,
thing.
you were telling me about that. Yeah.
And it's about this helicopter that's coming to pick up this group of people, but there's only one space in the helicopter, and there's 3 people, and they all are like acting nice, but they secretly want to backstab each other and be the one who gets to escape.
That's sick.
Oh,
What about you,
That
Ben?
sounds really good, man.
What about me?
Yeah.
The elaborate planning and robbery of the Paradise Theatre. That's always on the back burner.
The
I've got a-
infamous.
Yeah, God, I'm just pissed that the place has gotten shut down. So I can't.
Locations be dead.
I know all locations, but I thought I'm supposed for like the big like theater scene, but I couldn't do it.
That's such a
Mini
shame.
cocktail sausage, that's nice. But besides that, I've got like a wedding coming up, and
Oh, they're going ahead.
yeah, no, they're in July.
Ah.
They were booked way off, so I was quite happy about that. And then I'm doing a promotional video for some people in a local restaurant.
Ooh,
Should be
very
good.
nice.
Oh, nice.
That's more of my promotional shit.
That is epic.
But yeah, that's about it. How are we gonna? Jack, you've got to end this, bro. You started this. You gotta. Go to
He's
the back.
gone.
Sorry, Jack. Finish it up.
Oh
Jack.
yes.
Finish it up,
Okay.
Jack.
Thank you so much for listening to the unscreened meme. Ah! Okay. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you on the flip side, boys and
Oh
girls.
my God, he fucking said it.
Keep filmmaking.
Oh God.
Stay cool.
No.
Oh, damn, right.
Ah.
No, that was good. That was good.